Today I'm taking a look at the play in the valve mechanism caused by wear. As you can see, when I manually move the output, there's around 4 mm of movement. It looks like most of the joints have some slop in them, and I expect this mechanism to be much firmer and more precise. This mechanism controls the valve that allows steam into the cylinders. This needs to be emitted at very precise timings. As these parts wear, that timing begins to change, which in turn affects how well the engine runs. The input to this mechanism comes from two offset cams. In simple terms, a lever lines up the output of a cam with the valve control rod, allowing the timing to change from full forward running to full reverse running. You can see the result of the two settings here. The main source of excess movement seems to be here at the expansion link, and there's also noticeable play in the pin through the die block. I have removed the die block and it is clear that the hole has become oval shaped. This allows the pin to move back and forth rather than simply rotate. I've placed the die block on a sacrificial parallel. From here I carefully drill the hole up in stages to bring it back to a round hole, slightly larger than required, ready to accept a phosphor bronze bush to take up the slack in the pivot. I then turn a phosphor bronze bush to be a tight fit and press it into place. Once any excess is filed off, the die block goes back into the vise so I can drill the clearance hole for the pin. The result is a very thin bush, but it has completely eliminated the play in this pivot. So this is back together now, and that little block in there which slides up and down on this gap is the parts that I just put a bush in. Now the pin that goes through this, that connects it to this rod, that goes through to the timing valve, that was an oval shape and definitely had some slop. That's now been taken up, and that is much neater. However, I I think the correct fix probably would have been to make a new block, considering how much play is in that bit of the motion. So just that section on its own has got a huge amount of play still. And of course these joints up here still need doing. So I need to decide what to do with this, whether I need to just make complete new parts. A lot of these are just the same metal on the same metal, and despite being swamped in oil, still wear out. It would probably be better to have some phosphor bronze bushes in the metal parts, so whether I can fit them into the existing parts or whether I just remake certain parts to improve this. It runs good enough for this season, so for now I'll leave it like this, but I do need to consider what the appropriate fix of this is. So thanks for watching that very small improvement, and I hope you enjoyed.